Twisted. Chapter 4. In the rainy streets of Langley, Virginia, sat a black town car discreetly parked away from any main thoroughfares. In the driver's seat, under the patter of drops against the windshield, Field Agent Elliott McKay tapped his watch. The encrypted message flashed across the small screen on his wrist, then disappeared. He knew that no record of the message would be kept on any server, but it didn't matter. He'd seen all he needed to know. Target identified: Jeffrey Falcas, male, 26, Kansas City. McKay turned to his trusted lieutenant, Pembroke, and saw the man nod. No words needed. That's how he preferred to work. He turned to an open laptop on the town car's center console. Tapping into the agency's VPN, he pulled up a complete biographical dossier. A minute's perusal satisfied him that Falcas posed no great threat. His unathletic frame and demure psychological profile made that clear enough.
4 men will be plenty.
He selected a 3-man team from the agency's list of available Black Ops agents, 2 to assist him with the ambush, 1 to make it look like an accident, and put in the call. It was time to begin planning the op. McKay considered a moment. By law, the agency had no jurisdiction on homeland soil. They would have to pose as state cops to make it work. Local was no good. Even in a city the size of Kansas City, there would be too much police fraternity to allow anonymity. Feds would get no love.
State troopers from the Missouri side.
Quite so. McKay turned, considering his right-hand man for a moment. As usual, Pembroke stared forward through the drop-splattered windshield, lost in his own thoughts. McKay realized he was right. Make up some plausible story about a chase across the state line. We could be anyone to the LEOs on the Kansas side. Use their confusion. He glanced back down at his glowing screen and took a minute longer to stare at Falcas's face, his brown eyes and hair, his slightly pudgy cheeks. He made himself persist until he felt the first stirrings of sympathy in his heart. Then, he shut the laptop. Too much compassion impedes the work. He knew he had to look anyway. The day he loses all feeling for his targets is the day he loses his own humanity. McKay sighed. He had to know there was a difference between him and the AI-controlled predator drones. There just had to